What's going on, everybody? MetalBlade427 here, and I present you the finale to the storyline of Megaman X Command Mission. It took us a while to get here, but now what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and go through that door behind X and go face off against Colonel Redips. Find out what his overall plans are and what we can do to stop them. Here we go, let's do it to it. Away!
Well, if it isn't X. Incredible. You're still alive.
How could you? What are you up to?
Me? Well, let's just say that I'm in charge. I am the ruler of all Reploids.
You're what? Explain yourself. Under your orders, we went to Giga City, fought Epsilon, and successfully quelled the rebellion army. So that was all just a setup?
I guess you could say that, but I really must thank you for defeating that pesky Epsilon, making it possible to achieve my goal.
Answer me! What are your plans here?
I told you, I am destined to rule.
You're insane!
My, you Maverick Hunters are brave. Just what do you intend to do to me?
Redips! You Maverick!
Foul Mavericks, you will perish!
I don't think so, Colonel. You're gonna betray us? Well, you're gonna have to now deal with us. Here we are going up against Colonel Redips. You don't get any kind of fancy title because you're a jerk. You betrayed us. 51,500 life energy, 30,000 experience, 15,000 Zenny, and 3,000 force metal. You can steal a Rei Ichionji. Oh boy. That's that blue kind of Muramasa type sword for 0. A very good weapon indeed. I would highly recommend you stealing it from Redips here, which I'm going to do once Cinnamon's turn comes around. And then at the end of the battle, he will drop a beam sword, which is, I believe, the best possible weapon you could give Marino in the game. His attacks are Code Red, in which he will summon up to 2 red hubcaps to fight next to him. You can kind of use the same trick on him that you did against Psyche. As long as you keep destroying the hubcaps, he'll keep summoning them. So if you concentrate on them and kind of spread out your damage between them all, he almost will never get an offensive move. Otherwise that, he will go into a standard defensive stance in which he'll take reduced damage. He has a normal attack, which is a single 2-hit attack that's S-type. Ballistic, a 2-hit S-type attack that's single that could inflict instant death. And Vicious Attack, an 8-hit S-type attack that'll hit everybody for fire damage. So I'm going to guarantee you right now, Colonel Redips right here will summon his 2 red hubcaps the second his turn comes forward. I do not want to go... Yeah, you know what? Let's go into hyper mode. I keep saying I don't want to go into it right away, but I end up doing it anyway, so let's just cut to the chase, jump right into hyper mode, and start pummeling him with whatever we got. Right now, X's hyper mode will probably be the single most valuable thing I have for this battle, because his Nova Strike will hit everything on the field. Alright, Marino, let's go. There we go.
Here I go!
Let's jump. Do I want to... Do I want to do this now? You know what? Yes.
Now the real fun starts!
Marino's going to be needed a lot in the next few battles because there's a lot of very valuable items that she's going to need to steal. And for right now, I'm going to need to just kind of concentrate on what I can get. That was a nice crit hit. Good job, girl. And then steal from him the sword. Let's go. Give me that sword. Oh, almost passed that by. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. Another red one come by. Good. And there it goes over there. Yes, I just need the red. There we go. I'll take that.
Take that!
Ichimunji. Itches into whatever's. Okay. Away you go. Back with Cinnamon. Try to save on some of those hyper modes as I can.
There we go!
Into the Iron Maiden you go.
Transform!
Hopefully some of these characters will level up at the end of the battle, so this way I can just kind of get a nice free instant hyper mode heal. Energy field, generator, smack them around.
Here goes.
And now we will again put Zero into hyper mode as well.
This is it!
And this is pretty much how we're going to take down Redips. Show them exactly what we're made of as S-Class hunters. And a nurse who dresses like a maid. Do it! Alright, 100% weapon energy for X. We're going to need you in order to take down all of these hubcaps. Do it!
Full power!
I just got to remember to switch the target once one is dead. Break down. Moving over to the next one. Break down. Back to the center. Fire, 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 fire. Alright, not bad. Very good. Code red. And again, this is exactly how it's going to work. He is just going to keep summoning them every turn, and as X, I am just going to keep destroying them every turn. And we'll just have Zero and Cinnamon concentrate on Redips himself. Let's do it.
You're finished.
Hopefully this may get pretty close. Oh wow, did I kill him in this turn? Nice! But unfortunately, I don't think there's a end result to this, so we're not even going to bother with Final Strike. We're just going to hit him and do as much damage to him as I can, because I am Bat Zero. Bat Zero!
So it takes more to beat you.
Oh, there is a thing. Oh well, whatever. 50% still isn't bad.
Hardly a fight.
Let's see if I messed up or whatever and caused somebody not to level up. Alright, you know what? X and Zero wouldn't have leveled up anyway. Yeah, I'm alright. Good stuff. I like it. It's alright.
Who would have guessed that Colonel Redips was a maverick? Last! What were we fighting for?
For everything, my maverick hunters. For your new ruler.
No! We lost R and Spider for this lousy creep?
Ah, Spider.
What? This can't be real!
My ears are burning. You talking about me?
Impossible!
Not impossible at all. Here I am. I must say, it's been exhausting playing.
Buddy with you twerps. It was for my ideal, for suprametal. Not a bad actor, eh?
That ability is the same as mine.
You foolish maverick hunters didn't realize it, but and increased my power to unimaginable levels, taking me beyond all others.
No! Spider was actually just Redips? How badly have we been duped here? We can't let Redips get away. He must not use the Super Force medal.
So there you go. Probably the biggest plot twist of the game is that Spider and Redips are the same person. Let me just check something really quickly. You know what? Let's, I know there's a gain hyper right here next to me, so we're just gonna go 1-2 just to use them. And this should be a gain hyper, right? Oh, it's figure token. There's a gain hyper a little bit further on. Hold on 1 second. I think it's in here before we get to the final room. Because I want to talk about the Spider Redips connection really quickly before we go in on the final fight. So I think this will take me to the room before that. Alright, yeah, so we have our heal point right there, so why don't we go into our sub-tanks and just go boom. Nope, don't need it anyway, but I still had... Alright, that's full heal, that's a gain hyper. Okay, before I walk into there, I would like to talk about the Spider Redips connection. First things first, Redips is Spider backwards. I know, mind blown, right? You know, you hear the name all over the place, and then all of a sudden you see it right in front of you. It's like, oh boy, really? It was right there in front of me this whole time. And actually, in the manual, if you actually read the Megaman X Command Mission manual, his name is spelled Redeps. So I guess to throw you off so you don't make the connection that Spider is Redips and Redips is Spider or whatever. But it's interesting because it's unknown if there ever really was a real spider. I mean, there had to been, right? Marino told X early on that she did research and found some place that was studying the same copy ability that both Redips and Axel had. And she mentioned specifically Spider as being part of that, experiment. So, was Spider actually trying to learn it himself, or was this Redips practicing a DNA change? I mean, the main theory that goes around that I've seen is that during that scene in Chapter 2, when X was surrounded by Prions, Spider came in and rescued him and then ran off. It's during that scene that Spider dies and Redips came in and absorbed his DNA. Also, during that chapter, Django did make several remarks towards Spider as if he knew him before. So, it wouldn't really make sense if that point, and only that point, did Redips decide to become Spider, that there actually had to have been a Spider beforehand to have a legacy for Redips to copy. And which brings up the name point. Did he actually know Ale? Did Spider and Ale ever really work together, or was this just an elaborate lie made up by Redips in order to gain our trust? I mean, Ale and Spider worked with each other in the past, according to what Spider told us, but Ale also worked closely underneath Chief R, and Chief R seemed to not know Spider at all. You would think Ale would have mentioned something about his past or something like that, or did he just keep it to himself? And on the last note, we go to the boss rush. Out of the 5 bosses that we fought during that boss rush, which would be Django, Silverhorn, Gentra, the Mad Nautilus, and Incentus, these are all bosses that we fought while Spider was part of our team. We did not fight against a second of any other ones when Spider died. So no Cadres, no Shadow, no Hip Hop Oppressor, because, he was the very first one we fought and Spider wasn't part of our team. We only fought the ones that Spider was with our team, which gave him a chance to copy them. So these are just weird things that are thrown around that kind of shows you a little bit that Spider and Redips are connected in some way, shape, or form. And there's a lot more to that. I do encourage you to go on the internet, do some research of your own, and come up with a decision whether you think Spider was a real character in the game, outside the game. Did we see him? Did we didn't see him? Or were we just duped right from the start from Redips? Who knows? Or you can just accept it as a very large plot hole and move on with life. The choice is yours. Let's go to the final fight. Up the hill we go. Actually, I just want to make sure everybody... You know what? I am going to do a quick... You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Final fight. Away.
Kneel down before your master.
Redips, you manipulated us so you could get your hands on Super Force metal, didn't you?
You're right. You know how well Epsilon hides things. So, I took advantage of your top-notch abilities as Maverick Hunters.
Epsilon's ideas were dangerous. He knew all along that the use of Super Force metal involved the possibility of turning Maverick. But at least he was better than you. At least he wasn't a Maverick from the start. Redips, you're crazy!
Didn't Epsilon tell you? Only future generations can judge whether we are Maverick or not. It is only natural that Reproids seek to evolve by improving their abilities. Evolve to rule the universe.
The universe? Whoa!
Surprised? But why should you, my young subjects? You will be the first to witness the divine miracle!
I shall rule over all, for I am invincible.
Now tell me, how can you have an extreme, awesome, epically adventure RPG without an over-the-top, massive final boss? And for that, we have the Great Redips. There's actually several phases to this. Right now, we're in phase 1. Great Redips has infinite amount of health. You cannot beat him. You just kind of have to outlast him a few turns. So obviously, he's not giving you any experience, any Zenny, or any Force Metal. You can, however, steal from him directly the Super Force Metal Fragment Alpha. This is a very special, very rare, one-time only Force Metal that you'll be able to steal from phase 1 of the fight with Great Redips. Of course, he won't drop anything because this is only phase 1. While in phase 1, his attacks are going to be Phalanx, which is an attack that'll hit everybody. Memento Mori, which I absolutely hate. It inflicts status effects on everyone, and pretty much all the status effects in the book except for instant death. But being frozen and poisoned and all that is terrible. And he also has Deus Ex Machina, a 3-hit S-type attack that hits everybody that looks like he's summoning meteors from the sky. In addition to that, on his shoulders, he has the Super Force Metal right and the Super Force Metal left. Both of these have 4,600 life energy to them. You can steal a Neutralizer -10 or Neutralizer -20 from them. They do fire off Mega Fire, Thunder, and Blizzard techniques. And the left one does a move called Format, in which if you decide to adjust any of your stats, so like armor plus 25% or whatever, it resets it back to normal. And I'll go over phase 2 once I actually get to phase 2. But for right now, there's really nothing we can do. This is, again, just an outlast point. And as far as Cinnamon goes, I'm going to switch over to Marino.
Ready or not,
And I'm going to throw her immediately into Quicksilver mode.
now the real fun starts.
Because I just want to make sure to grab that Super Force Metal. Once I grab that Super Force Metal, there's really nothing else I really care to do. I just want to do that, and
Direct.
you know, I'm gonna burn the turn just so I can have enough. There we go, enough weapon energy to do 100% action trigger,
Here goes.
and make sure I grab it. The whole point is to grab it. So one more on the side, one, good, excellent.
Take that.
One Super Force Metal Alpha, Fragment Alpha in my collection. And because she only has 3 left, I'm going to resummon back Cinnamon. In case he starts really pummeling us to death, at least she can then heal.
Sorry, but I did warn you.
Energy field generate. And burn. Generate, burn. So now we just kind of have to wait for X amount of turns to pass by before this phase is over. If you attempt to try to hit him, he has barriers on. He summons all of these different attacks on you. I am not looking forward to see what this is going to be. Don't be fooled by all those misses. Do not be fooled. Look, see? Look at all of our craziness. And X is berserked. That is terrible. Oh, man. Cinnamon, energy field generate. You'll heal.
Please.
And then we're going to have Zero throw a cure-all to make sure that we all kind of don't have all these status effects on us. Because that is what's going to kill us if that stays. Nice, 80%. Wonder how much further she has to go before she's finally able to do 100% heal. Yeah, alright. I'm sorry, Sin. It's okay. Item. Cure-all. That'll cure everything except for death. Death, we need the reboots. And hopefully he'll do some other move other than that stupid status move, that Memento Mori or whatever it is. Alright, what are you doing, Reds? Alright, that's fine. Ouch! Oh man, that hurts. Alright, sub-tanks. We'll do all life gain 50.
Weaklings. Do you feel it? The ultimate power! The power of creation! To me, the very earth is nothing but a tiny speck. One which I shall rule with an iron fist.
Not if we have anything to say about it!
Bow down, feeble subjects! What do you think you're doing? You! Let go! Why, you!
Now's our chance! Redips!
Meddling insects!
Redips really is a crazed megalomaniac in this particular game. His whole thing is like, I will absolutely control everything in the entire universe. Not just the world, not just a little city, everything. Alright, so smash away there. Smash away there. And we are once again going to swap out. But before I do that, why don't I go in here and talk about Great Redips Phase 2. Okay. Now we can start doing damage to him. He has 72,500 experience. No experience, or 72,500 life energy. He gives no experience, no Zenny, and no Force Metal, because once you beat him, end of game. Now you can steal the Super Force Metal Fragment Beta from him, so you can only get this during Phase 2. So I will be switching out Cinnamon for Marino as soon as I am done here. And again, he will not drop anything from the end of this battle, because again, it's end of game. As far as his attacks go, he has all the same attacks as above, but now he has Codebreaker, a single C-type attack that could inflict instant death, Deep Impact, a C-type single target attack that ignores armor, and Carpe Diem, which lowers everyone's weapon energy to 0. I hate it when he does that move. In addition to that, Super Force Metal Right has been removed, so all he has is left there, and it'd probably be a good idea to destroy it, because while that's up, he has a barrier in front of him. So that would probably be the first thing I would recommend you destroying, would be Super Force Metal Left. It will regenerate after a while, but if you have everybody kind of going the way they should, you'll probably take him down beforehand. Marino, get in here.
Ready or not,
Alright, Hyper Mode up.
now the real fun starts.
I don't have many chances in order to grab this, so this is kind of like a one and done thing here. So generate,
Direct
hit him really quickly. X, tell you what, how about you heal? Because Zero's kind of in a little bit of pain right there. There we go, much better. Alright, Marino, 2 rounds left, but that's more than enough, so we generate up, and we go for the steal.
Here goes!
Oh, that's what I needed, those reds. That's okay. We'll get them on the rotate. There we go. I got nervous there. You hesitate. Things go wrong. And got it. Take it.
Take that!
Excellent. Super Force Metal Fragment Beta in my possession. Let's just go right back into Cinnamon. and go forward and taking down
Sorry,
Redips.
but I did warn you.
First and foremost, everybody into hyper modes.
Transform!
This way, if he does that Memento Mori thing or whatever, it won't affect me that much. And I'm gonna have her target this thing. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I didn't know if she was actually gonna be able to hit it, but it works. Absolute zero.
This is it!
And I guess I'm gonna have him target the left Super Force Metal as well. So, there we go. Nope. Very good. Oh, excellent. And his barrier is gone. So, X, Ultimate Armor
Here
Mode.
goes nothing!
Now, he has a lot of health, but between the three of them in their ultimate armors, we should be able to take him down
Full
fairly
power.
quickly.
Here we go!
Hopefully before that stupid Force Metal regenerates itself. Go, 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 go. Alright, this is a pretty good amount of damage. I like it. Very nice. Now what you can do, Red.
Mortals.
Swing. And a miss on zero. Do I want to heal? Let us actually, yeah, I think I'm going to take the heal.
Please.
I mean, I don't need to take the heal again. I probably could have survived through it and whatnot, but as I've said through a lot of this other LP, safe than sorry. Alright, Zero will get himself up to 100%, and we'll take
You're
the striking.
finished. Gotcha! Hey!
Pretty good amount of damage. I'll take it.
Hey!
I'm just rapidly hitting as many buttons as I possibly can to try to get as many combos in as I possibly can.
Take that!
I wish you would do more of those, like, critical attacks. Alright, now what?
Mortals.
And let's finish this off with a Nova Strike, shall we?
Full power! Here we go!
Alright, how about we actually finish it off with a Final Strike? Not that we're getting any extra Force Metal, but I think it's appropriate enough. Alright, 53% extra Force Metal for nothing.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. My infinite power. This can't be. How can I lose?
Are you happy now, X?
Redips, what made you Maverick?
Maverick? You seem more maverick to me, with all your stubborn nonsense about friendship and your unwillingness to evolve.
You don't know a thing about friendship, Maverick scum.
Stay in our place, be friendly to all, decade after decade, indefinitely. Is this all Reploids will ever be? Someday, you'll see. We'll change the world.
Don't worry. I'll get rid of this with my own hands. Okay, X?
Yeah, okay. X! Hurry! We're gonna reach the atmosphere any second now.
X? I'm sorry for all that happened.
It's okay, Ferrum. Just hurry and get rid of it.
I'll take it to a place so far away that nobody will ever find it.
Farum! No! We must close the hatch.
This is how it should be. I'll join the commander and Scarface soon. Farewell.
So, in the end, Farum sacrificed herself because of her loyalty to Epsilon. The Superforce medal was supposed to be his and his alone. Farum felt that the only way to honor her fallen commander was to blow herself up, holding the last piece of it. In a sense, she saved the world by getting rid of such a dangerous weapon. So, in the end, she really wasn't that bad of a person. Robot. Whatever. Final thoughts on Mega Man X Command Missions. This is easily one of the most overlooked games in the Mega Man franchise. When it was released, it only came out for the GameCube and PlayStation 2 with very little advertising to it. I was working at GameStop at the time when this was brand new, so that's how I found out about it. So I got it right when it first came out. And to this day, I know it's not on the PlayStation Network, and the Nintendo Store doesn't even carry GameCube games, so this is kind of a hard game to find. And it's sad because it's so good. It has so much potential to spawn other RPG games in the Mega Man universe like it. It's able to break the mold set by the franchise, but still hold on to the details that everyone can appreciate. For example, the warning that flashes every time you go into a boss battle. Same thing happens when you play Mega Man X. It's familiar, it's something you can know and relate to, but now you're doing something different with it, so you can feel comfortable. Even when they reuse enemies from the games in the RPG, you see them, you know them, this is them again, but now they're in a different setting. I say, let's get away from this shooting platform stereotype and move on to something else. Classic Mega Man RPG all the way. You have Robot Masters as party members. Gutsman would be your tank, Roll would be your healer, Metal Man a warrior, Shadow Man a ninja. That writes itself. There's just so much that can be used, and maybe someday we'll see another true to the core RPG game featuring Mega Man characters. I'd say jump on that, Capcom, but then I remembered games like Mega Man Legends 3, and I cry inside. Anywho, Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me play through this game. I tried to make the run as entertaining and detail-oriented as possible. I know I didn't go over every weapon or force metal in the game, but now that gives you a reason to go out and try to find it possibly for yourself. Dust off that PS2 or GameCube that's been sitting in your closet for years. The game itself can be found on eBay and is fairly cheap compared to some of the other rare titles out there. You watched me play through it, now go and experience it for yourself. See what combinations work for you, what setups suit your needs and everything. That's the nature of an RPG, customization and growth on a personal level, and this game absolutely hits it. As far as 100% completing goes, I have one more mission to accomplish, which can only be done after you beat the game. You get a special key that opens up a door way at the bottom of Central Tower that I actually pointed out to you guys back in, oh my gosh, episode 3? That's like right at the beginning of the second chapter when Megaman wakes up, or X wakes up at the bottom of the tower. So it was a long time ago we saw that door, but now we'll be able to open it. Alright, hold on, sit tight. After this little thank you for playing thing, there's a short monologue, and then I will continue again.
Year 22XX. A reconnaissance mission conducted by a team of Maverick hunters successfully quelled a Reploid uprising on the man-made island Giga City. The Federation government determined the mastermind behind the rebellion was the Maverick Redips. Determination of the Maverick status of the commander of the rebellion army, Epsilon, was deferred.
So we cleared the game and we obtained the central key, which again is the thing to open up the door at the bottom of the tower that I explained before, in which we'll be able to fight the game's hardest bosses in the game. Yes, there's a bunch of them down there. 9 all together. Special sealed area, central tower, yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, that's next episode, whatever. Alright, game cleared, save data cleared. When you reload this data, you'll be at the beginning of Chapter 10 back at New Hope, so you don't have to worry about that. So why don't I actually show you the actual save. You haven't seen me save at all this game, so here they all are. And I'm going to pick spawner save, it's going to be about right here. So that, as they say, is that. Again, I thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate anyone who watches my videos, for the comments, the likes, the subscribers, everything that go along with it. I really enjoy making these videos, and now that I keep upgrading my equipment, the videos are just going to get better and better. As far as my next project goes, I'm bouncing back and forth between 2 ideas, but I do think one will be swayed over the other. At the end of January, I will be taking a trip to Disney World, a place that I haven't been to since I was in 7th grade. Last time I was there, Cinderella's castle looked like a cake. There, I dated myself. You figure it out. And being that I'm a huge Disney fan and everything, I have a feeling that will influence my next LP out of the 2 choices that I had. And it's not a Mega Man game, so put that out of your mind right now. Speaking of which, there will be Classic Run Mega Man 3. I just have to go sit down and do it. So please feel free to go and check out Classic Run 1 and 2. They are much different than anybody else can probably point out. It's different than just a standard run. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the guy down the street, bring them all over, rate, comment, subscribe, as I ask you to do in almost every YouTube video. And I, again, cannot thank you so much for watching and letting me know everything that you think as I go through this game. I have trouble ending this, so I'm just going to stop it. Till the post-game, guys, I shall catch you all later.